Welcome to the post-match press conference. We'll begin with a round of questions in the room.
Okay, I think we're going to start with Lawrence. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Owen, what can you tell us about Jason Roy's injury?
That it's his calf. It obviously didn't look great, and we'll wait until tomorrow to see what his movement is like. Probably send him for a scan and then go from there. Apart from that, can't tell you much.
I mean, do you fear that his tournament's over, or is it too early to say that?
It's difficult to assume. Obviously, we're all hopeful that he comes through in some manner, or there's some remedy to get him through one, if not two games. But we need to do what's best for Jason ultimately, and then the team.
And so, just one more from me. Have you had a chance yet to think about how the team might be reconfigured if he can't make the semi?
No, I haven't. No, that's the easiest way, but I haven't. Sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dean Wilson.
Sorry to labour the point, but could you just speak about what a blow that might be if it were to be the end for Jason? Because we've seen with 2019 and just what an integral part of the team he is. Just how important is he to you?
Yeah, he's unbelievably important. He's a guy who epitomises everything that we are about in the changing room and the way that we play. You see how commanding he is at the top of the order, in not only in T20 cricket but 50 over cricket as well. Obviously, two different partners in the two formats. But yeah, he's as close as we get to surmising how the changing room should play.
And in terms of the game, how do you view it? Obviously, you got close, but from the outside, it probably looked like you weren't quite at your best with the ball or with the bat. I mean, how are you kind of viewing it?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Here, we're not going to be at our best every game, but we do need to find ways to win. I think in the field, actually, we weren't as intense as we have been in previous games. Just small things that we didn't do as neatly or as cleanly as we would have liked. I thought with the ball, probably kept him to a reasonable score, in and around par. Obviously, one of your premium batsmen goes down, that does hurt you, particularly given the form that he's in. And also, on the other hand, you've other guys that haven't batted a lot in the tournament, came in, struck the ball really well, which is a great sign, obviously, for the semi-final.
David Charlesworth, please.
Hi, Owen. Do you feel like you've had a bit like a battle over these couple of games? You know, like you might be a bit more battle hardened than you might have been now for the rest of the time.
I'd probably say it's been a while. Like, you go through the names that either aren't here through injury or other reasons, and so you go through Archer, Stokes, Sam Curran, then when like Taimal, and now possibly Jason. You know, you look back at the times that you've really explored and tried to build a bigger squad, and I'm sitting here thankful that we have actually done that, because we're going to need those guys possibly in the next game or the final.
You mentioned obviously losing Jofra and Ben before the tournament. That would derail many sides, you would imagine. But is there something to maybe just take heart from how you performed throughout the group rather than obviously dwell on tonight?
Yeah, here, the guys have unbelievable resilience and belief, and we've shown that in bilateral series. Ben missed our tour of Australia. It was 2018 where we won 4-1. You know, finding a way without him. Sam Curran wasn't around then. Jofra wasn't around then. So we have quite a big pool of players to choose from, but obviously you lose a little bit of experience when you lose guys like that.
Okay, any more questions in the room? Simon Burnton at the front here, please.
Are you grateful then for the practice of having a big target to chase and of coming really quite close to getting there in the end?
I think just having a really good wicket where you can expand your game as a batter, and to put our bowlers under more pressure than they have been on is brilliant, because we haven't had that opportunity throughout the tournament. And again, going in, it's obviously very difficult to get through to the latter stages of a tournament. But I believe that once you do get through, it's all about expressing yourself and trying to get the best out of yourself. So you need that exercise to go through. And again, emphasising the guys who haven't batted came out and played the way that we want them to play later in the tournament. So it was impressive. Yeah.
Can you just describe the atmosphere in the dressing room? Because obviously it's a defeat that's kind of a win, but with the injury as well.
Yeah. Difficult to describe. We're gutted for Jace, but also sort of half hoping that he's okay. I mean, for anybody to miss the latter stages of a tournament, particularly when it's been two guys in 2 games, that does hurt them. The guys care a lot, particularly for what they put into what goes on the field. There's a huge amount. Yeah, so it's difficult to describe. I don't have an adjective.
The overriding emotion is empathy and sympathy for.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it.
And just lastly, you said earlier in the tournament that you weren't able to watch other games.
Yeah.
Would you be able to watch the key games in the other group and the teams you're going to be playing tomorrow?
Not really. So as prep for every game, I'll go through strengths and weaknesses of opposition. So I'll watch relevant games. So I haven't watched a lot from the other group. So I will do over the next coming days. Yeah, let somebody else worry about it.
Okay, we'll take one more in the room. Tim Wigmore at the back, and then we'll go to Zoom. There's 3 or 4 questions on there.
In terms of the batting order today, you obviously shuffled up Moeen. What was the thinking there?
Yeah, quite a clear message came off when Jason went down that we've always explored where Moeen's best position is to bat. We've also talked about emphasising a little bit on the power play in different conditions here because it can often be the best time to bat. Josh sent a message off saying that Moeen could be a good option for possibly the last over the power play, but also to kick on past that. And we wanted to continue right, left hand as we went. And then we just stuck with David where he was, and then Liam, considering that he hadn't batted a lot in the tournament.
Thanks. And if Jason is out, is bringing in another kind of bowling option in his place a possibility? Or would it be like for like with a batter coming in?
I'd say batter. Yeah, I can't imagine bringing in a bowler. Yeah. We've plenty of bowling in the squad.
We're going to have to go to Zoom because I know South Africa want to come in, so apologies. Let's go to Will McPherson on Zoom, and then we'll go to Arkham after that. Go ahead, Will.
Hi, Eoin. You obviously, we discussed yesterday how Tamal, you lost your left arm angle by bringing Woody in, but you kept your pace, obviously. I just wondered how you felt your kind of remodeled bowling attack went today.
Yeah, I thought they went well. Obviously, Mark playing in his first game of the tournament, it's great to get him a run out. Unfortunate that David missed out. He's been in contention now pretty much every game, and depending on what wicket we've turned up and looked at and assessed, we've made a call accordingly. So close call between those two today, but I thought Woody had a really good turnout. Collectively, I actually thought they were good. It's difficult dealing with a short side and a better wicket to bat on, but I thought the guys did reasonably well. Probably weren't at our best, but we were okay.
So did you think 189 was kind of an okay score to have conceded?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I mentioned previously, when one of your premium batsmen go down and you go into the last over needing 14, you're in a pretty strong position. A short side, still one side. There's still certainly belief there.
Okay, we're running out of time, but we'll take one question each from Arkham, Shubham Madan and Salman Khan to finish off. So over to Arkham, please.
Morgan, how do you feel after an end to your unbeaten run, especially when your next game is a semi-final?
Feel pretty good. Some of the hardest parts of the tournament or tournaments that I've played in the past have been group stage games. It's very difficult to qualify. You look at the table, the way it finished. A lot of teams finishing, having only lost one game and sides going through a net run rate really does show the strength. within that particular group. So very happy that we're through to the semi-final.
Okay, let's go to Salman Khan, please.
Yeah. Hi, Captain Morgan. My question is to you is that how you keep yourself calm and composed even at the tough situations, like how you are positive always.
You say, how am I positive on this?
Can you just repeat that again, please, Shubham? The last bit of the question, please.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm a very lucky man. I've always had a lot of luck on my side. Yeah, it's like we've a lot of experience on the field, so it's quite easy to stay calm in different situations with guys who like slowing the game down, taking the moment in, peeling the emotion back and making a logical decision. So.
Okay, I think we're done. Thank you very much, everyone.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.